What's up, tubes? Getting ready to pass out for the evening. Got my wand on hand, as I am a professional wand maker by trade. My wands have gained quite a respectable reputation for their quality and for, the dedication. This is a wand in my collection that I like. Made it myself. Yep. One of my Harry Potter style wands that I make. The first time I carved a wand with a hand sander, I made this one. Yep. That definitely feels like a wand when I hold it. Speaking of wands, the wands from the most recent batch have been mailed off. Thank you to those of you who continue to support Cobra Craft wands. I greatly appreciate it. Speaking of my wands, I cannot simply just go to the post office to mail off the wands or collect fresh wand wood. I can't collect fresh wand wood. I can't mail off my wands. I can't even carry my wand here in town, waving it at cross lights to make it change in my favor without some dickhead insulting me for my belief. Which is funny because I don't go out of my way to insult other religions. I might talk a lot of shit, yes, but at the end of the day, if I see someone practicing their religion and it's not personally affecting me, who the fuck am I to judge? You know what I'm saying? Like, if there are Christians out there who practice the Christian faith or Catholics who practice the Catholic faith, and they worship Jesus without being a major condescending dick about it, then who the fuck am I to judge? They're not going out of their way to judge me for my magical practice, so then I don't go out of my way to judge them. It's the people who attack me that, you know what I'm saying? Fuck the trolls. But I got people who openly talk shit. Like, I don't have to do anything except, oh, hey, here I am waving my wand at the cross lights to make it work in my favor. And then, of course, people be like, your religion's stupid. One guy literally shouted, King Cobra JFS, magic isn't real. And I'm like, okay, so I'm so secure with my religion. Who the fuck are you? For one. And two, I tend to think people who openly attack me like that are so insecure with their own beliefs that when they see someone like myself who is confident with his belief, it makes them feel intimidated. They're like, okay, here's a guy who found out what he believes in and he's sticking with it. And then you got other assholes who are still trying to find that spiritual guidance. You get other people who are trying to find that spiritual guidance in life. And so maybe magic's not for them, so they try something else. You know. But I tend to think as long as your religion's not personally affecting someone else, you're just praying to whatever God you believe in, who the fuck gives a shit? It's all pretty much the same for the most part in the end. Anyways, that's the problem with humanity. We're so focused on trying to figure out which religion's right instead of just exploring it for ourselves. You're sitting there saying which religion is right. Do you have to have one? Absolutely not. You don't have to have religion to be happy in life. And at the same time, you know, a lot of religion claims to be the right answer, but really I think that's for the person to interpret, you know? Because there are people out there who have had Christian and or Catholic experiences that make them swear to their faith. I've had magical experiences that make me swear to my faith, you know? Each person's experience is different, and that's what makes it and life in general interesting, you know. But I built an empire selling real magic wands on Etsy, and people are buying them up like hotcakes. People are eager to learn real magic. I get enough people who buy them, and I start offering magic lessons. When, of course, I build my dream house, it'll be a bit more official. When I build my dream house, the magic lessons will be a bit more official, you know. I can offer casual tips here and there to kind of get people nudged towards the right direction, but yeah. With the dream house, I'll be able to teach proper wand making 101 along with magical practice. Yepers. Could you imagine a 2 week course? A simple 2 week course. 1 week you learn how to make wands. The other week you learn the basic principle of magic. And then you apply it in your own special way after learning it, you know. People will be like, wait a minute. Cobra teaching magic in his dream house? Okay, no, what? You're joking. I'm dreaming. This is some shit, man. You mean Cobra and his clock towered mansion are teaching dream magic? Any kind of magic in general? Shit. Sign me up, dude. People like, I see how Cobra makes his success in life with his music, his YouTube. How the fuck's he doing it so quickly? This is some surreal shit, this autistic bastard. People don't realize that I'm using magic on certain areas of my life where it's needed, you know. I don't want to overuse it or underuse it, but in areas of my life where it would benefit me most and benefit others as well, I'm using magic. And people don't realize that. They don't. They just look at me like I'm some stupid autistic bastard. Okay. Okay. Whatever. Shows how much you know, doesn't it? People who use magic all the time for personal gain all the time are greedy. People who use magic to help others all the time, they don't appreciate their true power. So you have to have a fine balance of learning to help others with your magic, but also learning to benefit yourself. Because you work your ass off to get where you're at in the magical circle. And then just to have it all go to you or all go to someone else. You know what I'm saying, YouTube? But using magic to benefit yourself as well as helping other people in your life, you can discover firsthand for yourself if you have the gift or if you're better suited for something else. Not everyone's going to be gifted with magic, unfortunately, but that's the fun of trying, isn't it? The Encyclopedia of Spells. How many fucking spells is that? Hold up. I got a couple of books on witchcraft you can read. I'm gonna plug that shit real quick. Let's see what we got here. We got the Necrocomicon. That'll come in handy. We have the Magic Power of Witchcraft, which is a basic guide. We have a Century of Spells right there. And then, of course, the Encyclopedia of 5,000 Spells. These are 5 basic books to help get you started down the pathway towards practicing real magic. I mean, look at the amount of pages. That's a lot of reading. You're better off reading it than you are trying to study some bullshit article, because anybody can sit there and read a Google article. It takes people like, what, 2 minutes? But take the time to study the magic personally and read it from a book and obtain the knowledge by reading it over and over again. That's the true study of magic, you know. That's the way I see it. That's the way I was taught it, and it's the truth, you know. Anybody can look up how to study magic on Google. Take some seconds. But to buy a book from Barnes and Noble on witchcraft and to read it thoroughly all the way through, which takes longer, but the knowledge is better retained. So that's something to think about. So if you want to get into practicing magic and spiritualism and that kind of thing, get a book from your local library to read, or buy a book from Barnes and Noble on witchcraft and read like the wind. Yep. Some of us are more naturally adept to it, but the people who talk shit on my wands, people who talk shite on my wands, don't know what I know. And I think that's hilarious because it gives me the upper hand in knowing the true quality of a Cobra Craft handmade wand. Not only does it look like a wand, but when you hold it in your hand, it feels like a wand. People go, "Oh, you make wands for Etsy? That's cool." And I go, "Yes." I pulled this one out of my pocket. "Oh, dude, that's badass. Can I look at it?" "Yeah, sure." They'll look at it for a second and they'll be like, "Dude, that's cool. You make these out of real wood?" "Yeah." "Right the fuck on. Keep doing what you're doing, man, because that's cool." You know, that's a good way to advertise my business. It's also a great way to showcase my product. Someone needs a glass of water. Hydration break. Fuck, it's almost 4 o'clock in the morning. God damn it. Mister, let's get drunk on the weekend and party. uh, a drink combo video uploaded. Here's the best part of it, YouTube. In all seriousness, though, I gotta take a piss. When I come back, I'll give you something to think about. I'm not Christian, I'm not Catholic, but based off of what I've heard people preach when it comes to the Bible, argument to my points. Doesn't the Bible say, "Judge not, lest you be judged"? And yeah. Therefore, if I get Christians or Catholics who are going out of their way, or people in general who are going out of their way to fucking harass me just because I practice magic, I'm like, even if it's something as little as saying what you practice isn't real, just because they're jealous of how awesome I am, or something a bit more extreme like trolling me on YouTube and swatting me, etc., etc. what you're seeing is a collective of people who see what I'm practicing is a bit more legit than what they're practicing, and they get intimidated because they're like, Cobra's powers are real. Wait a minute. Asperger's. After all, my fans wanted a bar video. And I delivered on that shit. There is a method to my madness, and it bloody well fucking